Hello, I'm so glad you can make it tonight for dinner. Starting off, we got my oven preheated to 350. We are starting with the roasted potatoes and carrots. Okay, hang on for the ride. Most of these recipes that you see me doing, it may seem like I know what I'm doing half the time, but honestly, half the time, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. Sometimes I will see a recipe, not like the ingredients, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this recipe, but I'm going to make it my way, and just pretend and pray to God that it comes out good. So, obviously, you want to rinse your potatoes first. I didn't do that, so I'm going to go do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I also went ahead and rinsed my carrots too while I was over there. So, move these to the side, and this bowl that still has water in it. Okay, I think we're ready now. Bloopers. Okay, so in this bowl, I've got my potatoes and carrots. Whole potatoes and carrots. We're going to take some olive oil. You've seen me do this recipe before with the red potatoes, but this time we're going to do the same recipe, but we're going to do it with the yellow potatoes, and we're going to add carrots to it. We're not doing green beans, just carrots. Okay. Olive oil. We are going to add some garlic. I don't feel like cutting garlic cloves today, besides I need more. I'm running low. Okay. And, onion powder. Paprika. Seasoned salt. And then we will add a bit of rosemary. And this reminds me that I actually need to get more rosemary and chili powder. Okay, here comes the fun part. And let's try not to throw the potatoes on the floor this time. We're gonna mix the bowl up. If you don't want to do it this way, you can always just mix it by hand. It's not mixing at the top. And to the side of me, cast iron pan. Dump them on in. There's not a lot of carrots in here. There's not a lot of carrots in here because my husband doesn't particularly care for cooked carrots, but my son and myself need a vegetable tonight, so we're doing carrots. So, my husband only eats, I think, one kind of vegetable, and that's French green beans. Doesn't leave a lot for me to work with, but we make do. Okay. Now we're going to wait for the oven to preheat, and then once it preheats, you're going to pop this pan in the oven. There's the beep. You're going to pop this in the oven for an hour. Just remember to use pot holders when you take it out. Sometimes I try to forget. I forgot one ingredient before we throw it into the oven. Pepper. If you prefer spicier potatoes, you can do a little cayenne pepper in this. You could do red pepper flakes in this if you wanted, but I'm a big baby when it comes to spicy food, so I don't do spicy peppers unless they're banana peppers, but that's about it. And I will, everybody who knows me, work and at home, will tell you, and even I admit it, I am a big baby when it comes to spicy foods. Alrighty, let's get these in the oven, and then we are gonna get started on our marinade for our shrimp, because the shrimp can sit in the marinade for as long as it takes for the potatoes. Let's get that started. I do apologize for the mess that is behind me. I have not had a chance to do my dishes yet. I am going to do them as soon as I'm done with this. Like I've said before, I am human. We're all human. I mean, if you don't, it's okay. It's okay. Don't think it's not. It is okay to slack on your dishes from time to time, but as long as they get done at some point within the day, that's okay. It is not okay to go more than a day without washing your dishes. That's just disgusting. But anyways, white wine vinegar, olive oil. All right, we're gonna do lemon juice, because this is gonna be like a garlic, lemon, pepper, type of marinade. So I got the lemon. There's the lemon. Do the pepper. We're gonna do a generous amount of this. Okay. We are going to do some paprika. I know, me, paprika and everything. Not doing that. We're going to add some onion powder. See, when it comes to making your own marinades, like I've said before, it's always a balance of some form of vinegar and some form of oil. Some marinades can acquire like both white and rice. It just depends on the taste and the style that you're going for. I really think rice or rice vinegar would go good with this too. But we're going to do white vinegar this time, and we'll see what happens. All right. I already put sea salt. Not sea salt. Seasoned salt. Okay. Yes, this is crushed red pepper flakes. I know I've said I'm a big baby when it comes to spice, but my husband prefers his shrimp with a little bit of heat to it. So we're just going to suck it up and deal with it. So we are going to put maybe 2 pinches in. That's it. He wants more. He can add cayenne. He can put hot sauce on it. This is a whisk, but my other one's in the dishwasher. Hey, I'm human. So we're going to mix this up. And then obviously we're going to put our shrimp in a bowl with the marinade. We're going to let this marinate for an hour. And when we cook it on the stove, I don't have any butter on hand, so I'm going to put a little extra olive oil in the pan. I'm going to sear up, and then we're just going to cook it. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, that smells really good. That smells good. See, a lot of cooking is mostly experimenting. Once you learn how ingredients work, you can do anything with them. All right, let's pause you for a moment. Okay, now I have my cooked shrimp. Yes, I've actually, that's another thing I may have to work with, learning how to do this too. But sometimes I don't want to do all that. You just want to throw something together and be quick about it. So we're gonna put some shrimp. Make sure it's thawed. I think that's going to be enough. We're doing steak too, so it should be enough. Put that to the side. Alright, okay, before I do this, let me give you a peek at what the marinade looks like, okay? Okay, this is what the marinade looks like. And we are going to pour it over the shrimp. Pardon my dirty rug. I have to shake it off, which is another part of my cleanup. But
when you're working with shrimp, this is what we get. A pretty kitty begging for shrimp. Aw, you want a shrimpy? Aw. Yeah. It's a good kitty. Pretty boy. You're making sure I cook the shrimp right?
I did end up having to make a little bit more marinade just to make sure that the shrimp is indeed covered. Now we're going to put it in the fridge and we're going to let it marinate for a half hour. Usually longer the better, but I'm on a tight schedule here, so we're going to put this in the fridge, and then while this is doing its thing, we are going to clean my kitchen. Well, I'm going to. You can do whatever you want. Alright, we have about 15 minutes left on the potatoes, so we're going to go ahead and get our steaks. I already went ahead and took them out of the packages, and we're going to take a paper towel, and we are going to pat them dry. You don't, pat them dry all the way around the sides, over. If you're asking me if you're wondering what kind of steaks these are Omaha. They came from Omaha. And honestly, my husband tossed out the box, so I don't remember what style they are. And I'm not remember. I think there's some kind of strip steak. I don't know. I don't remember. I'll ask my husband in a little bit and then update you later in the video what they are. But yeah, these are from a company called Omaha. My husband decided that he wanted to give these a try and see how they are, because he heard a lot about them. So what I'm doing now is I'm tenderizing the steaks. The steaks to cook evenly when I put them on the griddle. This right here is the seasoning that came with it. It's with the package. It's an Omaha steak seasoning. Contains garlic, onion, and obviously you guys are gonna laugh, my personal favorite, paprika, apparently. Okay, we are going to sprinkle it. Going to rub it in. Shoot, I just realized I don't have any butter. That's okay. I got oil. That'll work, I guess. Flip them over. And do the other side. I mean, what's the salt content in this? Like 190 milligrams of salt, so we're gonna go easy on the other side. You know, I really need to invest in getting some non-salt seasonings. I mean, I like my food to taste good, but I can handle not having so much salt. And those of you that are new to my channel, I also have a heart issue. I have heart valve disease type A, and I also have inappropriate sinus tachycardia, which means that my heart likes to race. It's mostly anxiety related. It likes to race for no apparent reason. I can just be sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing, and my heart I'll start having palpitations, and my heart will just race for no reason at all. So because of the degenerative heart disease that runs in my family, I have to try and limit the salt, because my grandmother died from heart valve disease. So I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick, and then we're gonna go get the cast iron griller ready for the steaks. Okay, my cast iron grill is heating up. It's sprayed and ready to go. Steaks are ready to go. We're gonna get the shrimp going in just a minute. I just realized I did not put garlic in the marinade, so I'm going to go ahead and chop up a couple cloves of garlic, and we will be back to... Okay, so we're going to go ahead. Okay, the garlic's ready. The garlic's cut and ready. I am going to turn this pan down real quick. This is going to smoke, more than likely. We're going to go ahead and put the steaks on. Oh, good. It didn't smoke as badly as I thought it was going to. Okay. Go put these in this squeaky. And yes, I did get a head start on some of my dishes, but I wasn't able to attack the carpet yet. But I'm going to be home tomorrow, so tomorrow I'm going to be cleaning my craft room. That's that point. Okay, so let's get started on the shrimp. Okay, we're going to turn this on to medium heat. We're going to put some oil, a little bit of oil in it, because I do not have any butter, so we have to use oil. You'll know when the oil is ready when it starts to shimmer. That'll tell you when it's hot enough. And if you aren't sure, you can just drop a little bubble of water in there. That'll tell you too. Got the shrimp. I'm so excited for that. That'll be the timer for the potatoes and the carrots. Okay. We are going to turn off the oven and just keep them in there to keep them hot for the time being. This usually happens quite a bit when I'm cooking, that something will be done ahead before something else. I'm going to turn this down. Alright, we are going to put the garlic in. I'm also going to throw in some garlic powder too, because I forgot to add garlic to the marinade. How dare I forget? One of the main ingredients in the marinade, and I go and forget it. I need to go visit the Oz for a new brain. We're going to saute this for about 30 seconds until it starts to smell good. We're going to go and flip our steaks. Get those nice little grill marks on there. Makes it all worth yum-yums. I don't know why I do this stretching stuff. I know it hurts when I do it. Alright, we are going to go and add our shrimp to the pan without getting the oil, the marinade into the flame. That's most important. Yeah. That was me yelling at the cat. The cat likes to get under my feet when I'm cooking and it irritates me. Okay, and then we're going to cook this for about 5 to 10 minutes. I usually cook it down until the oils and stuff start sticking to the shrimp. And we're going to add some of this in. Pepper. And we will be back when everything's done. Okay? Once you get your steaks to the way that you like them cooked, you're going to take them off and then you're going to let them rest. So these are just about there. plate right here. I like mine pretty close to rare. My husband is medium. So I know this one's done. I can tell by looking at it. Hold these off. I'm going to let those rest while the shrimp finishes. Here's the final outlook on the steaks. Now we just wait for the shrimp. Here's the potatoes and the roasted carrots. Okay, here's the shrimp. All done. Now let's make plates. How's dinner, bud?
It was so good.
You gotta make sure we chew with our mouth closed, right?
Oh, right.
I see you liked your potatoes. Those are already gone. Wow, you silly goober. I am just sitting now sitting down. Here's my plate. Let's give everything. Now the shrimp that I had, the tails were already removed from it, but make sure you don't eat the tail. That's pretty good. That was really good actually. The shrimp tastes just like lemon pepper. Yeah. Definitely a little bit of heat kick in there. It's probably from the pepper flakes. Right. Steak. That's really good. That's good steak, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try a potato. Sorry for the nails on the chalkboard. Potato, very good. I tried a carrot earlier. Carrots are good too. I tried it earlier to make sure it was cooked thoroughly. But okay. Thank you for joining us for dinner. What did you have for dinner tonight? Leave it. Put in the comments below. Maybe it'd be something interesting my family would like to try. With that being said, you have a good night. Tomorrow, goulash. Can't wait to see you. Have a good night.